Another really well-known pub in Chapel Street in South Yarra. It's now called the Temperance Hotel. And this pub's been around for a long time as well, as long as a lot of the other pubs I've shown you. It used to be called the New Orleans back in the day. I think its first original name was the New Orleans Tavern. And I used to come here all the time.
คิดถึงที่รักปากน้ำโพที่เคยดวงโชว์ที่ท่าตะโกตอนงานสงกรานต์จากไปไกลโพ้นยังคิดถึงคนนครสวรรค์
G'day viewers, Pedro Ty, coming here from Windsor, Chapel Street, Windsor, just in Melbourne, in a suburb of Melbourne. So for this vlog, viewers, I'm going to reminisce a little bit and take you back to the bars, pubs and nightclubs that I used to frequent back in the late 80s and all through the 90s in and around Prahran. Now, I used to work around this area for a long time, and I kind of, grew up here in a way in my early 20s, and I thought it'd be a good idea to not just for myself, but take you guys for a bit of a tour around Prahran and the surrounding areas, and just show you how different things have changed over the last 10, 15, 20 years, and kind of point out the pubs and nightclubs that I used to frequent, and I reckon a lot of people would have gone to back in the 90s, because Prahran was pretty well known for its nightclub scene and its pubs. So come along. I hope you enjoy it. It's something I've been thinking about doing for a while, and yeah, we'll get started. Anyway, the first pub we've got is the Railway Hotel. Railway Hotel. It's up here on Chapel Street, Windsor. And I think the facade hasn't changed at all. It's got a 24-hour bottle shop, I know that. But it's still called the Railway Hotel from back in the day. And it's a bit of a clubby, it's called the Deck Lounge. And it's all been renovated, a while ago now. So it's pretty popular for the young people. But that's the first one, viewers. The Windsor Hotel the Railway Hotel. Still here, and still looking more the same as it was back in the day, on the corner of Albert Street and Chapel. Here's an old favourite, the Windsor Castle. Built in 1931, I think it says up there, or 1932. Been around for a long time. And a bit of a favourite of mine back in the late 80s, early 90s. Used to come to the pub here. It was more of a workman's pub back in the day. But these days, it's a trendy place, and very popular as well. You see the 3 elephants up on the roof there. That's its signature look. It's in the back blocks of Windsor, and a real popular haunt now these days. Obviously closed down, and all these pubs and bars you'll see aren't really open because of COVID. They're probably really struggling financially. So hopefully this vlog will give them a bit of a kickstart, and hopefully I think they're open all next week. Anyway, the Windsor Castle, an oldie but a goodie. Still in Windsor, viewers, and here we have the Windsor Ale House on the corner of Peel Street and Punt Road. Now this pub has had a few different names over the days. I bet back in the late 80s, from memory, I think it was called the High Bridge Hotel, and then it turned into a bit of an Irish pub, and now it's obviously called the Windsor Ale House. If you guys want to comment in regards to these pubs and hotels that I'm showing you, these nightclubs, I don't know everything about them, and I might get a couple of details wrong. Obviously it's just my point of view, but you want to leave some comments down below in the comments section. I'd like to read them and see what you think about your memories of the area and the pubs and the nightclubs. Anyway, yeah, the Windsor Ale House, just on the border of St Kilda. Here we got the Prahran Hotel. I don't know how this hotel's going. I've been to these pubs and nightclubs and bars for years and years, but from memory, back in the 80s, this was another workman's kind of pub, boozer, built back in 1940, as you can see up there. And from memory, again, I could be wrong, leave a comment down in the comments section, but I think this pub used to be called the Highhurst Hotel. Now that was back in the late 80s, mid 80s, late 80s. So now it's called the Prahran Hotel, and another kind of trendy place to go in Prahran, as Prahran is very trendy these days. The Union Hotel, still up in Chapel Street, Windsor. The Union Hotel, I reckon there'll be a few people that remember this hotel, and it's been named this hotel for as long as I can remember, even back in the 80s and 90s. I think they had like a disco or nightclub or a live band, and they used to call it the Lizard Lounge. And it was pretty alternative, pretty grungy back in the day. Used to come here a few times with the boys. Different kind of place back in the day. Like I said, it was a bit alternative, but it was still a good place to come. The Lizard Lounge at the Union Hotel on the corner of James Street and Chapel Street, Windsor. Bit of a Chapel Street icon really, up the Windsor end. The Wolf Hotel, or the Wolf and I it's called. Corner of Chapel and Eastbourne Street. Now from memory, this pub was never called the Wolf and I back in the day. I think they've just changed their name maybe in the last 10 years or so, but anyone knows, let me know in the comments below. Definitely got a different name than it used to have from where I remembered. And it's all been renovated, but still the hotel's got the same fascia as it had when it was built. But it was definitely not called the Wolf Hotel. Used to get a good steak in there, I remember that. Used to spend some good Friday afternoons having lunch in there. Good quality hotel. Here we go, viewers. This is an old favourite of mine, the Smith. Corner of Clifton Street and High Street. Probably call it Prahran. Anyway, this was more fondly known as Edward's Tavern back in the day. Kind of a live band venue, and had many a good time here back in the day, especially on a Monday night. Captain Spaulding used to play on a Monday night, and he used to bloody sing out his tunes and drink a litre bottle of bourbon while he was on stage, and used to rock the house down. You've got the side entrance used to be down here in Clifton Street. That's where you used to get in, but obviously now it's called the Smith. And again, it's all been renovated and done up. And you wouldn't even realise it was the Evers Tavern back in the day, but it certainly was a good hotel at that. One of my most favourite. Edward's Tavern. Now the Smith, a Prahran icon. Corner of Chapel and High Street, the Lucky Coq. Used to be called the Duke of Windsor, I believe, back in the day. But now it's called the Lucky Coq. Another trendy pub. Used to be another workman's pub. It's got a very unique colour to it. Doesn't look anything like the Windsor, the Duke of Windsor of old, except for the facade. Used to do early openers from memory, but now it's a bit of a trendy place to go. Like I said, as all Prahran pubs and nightclubs are. Any of the viewers recognise this pub, this boozer? Well, there it is, the College Lawn in Greville Street, Prahran. Been here for a long time. It's been called the College Lawn for a long time, and I've spent a lot of good times in this pub, the College Lawn. Down Greville Street, a bit of an iconic street in Prahran. Bit of an arty kind of trendy street. But the College Lawn, that's a good solid boozer. It's got a very nice beer garden out the back. And it gets gets pretty crowded on the weekends. Pretty good place to come and pretty popular. The College Lawn. Great boozer. the Argyle Hotel in Argyle Street, Prahran. Another Prahran icon hotel back in the day. It's not a hotel anymore, it's apartments. But this is another hotel I used to frequent back in the late 80s and all through the 90s. But as things go, it's all apartments. But it was a great pub, and I'm sure a lot of people enjoy themselves here, and I'm sure a lot of people remember the Argyle Hotel in South Yarra. I used to have a few live bands here, and they used to have a nice beer garden. It wasn't not a big hotel, but it was a pretty popular venue on a Friday night after work. But as you can see now, it's all apartments. That's a sign of the times. So I'll probably leave it there, viewers. I've probably do this vlog in parts because there's so many pubs and nightclubs in around Prahran and South Yarra and Windsor that if I put it on one vlog, it'll just go for about, you know, half an hour, which is too long. So I'll end up finishing here, part one of reminiscing of pubs and nightclubs and that places I used to frequent back in the late 80s and all through the 90s. Hope your viewers enjoy it, and stay tuned for part two, because there's plenty of more pubs and nightclubs around here. And there's plenty of places too that that aren't just like the Argyle Hotel, that aren't a pub or a nightclub anymore. So hope you enjoyed it. Keep tuned. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. Make sure you subscribe, like and ring the bell. And I'll catch us next time. Swaddy Cup, Jogun.